I'm having a difficulty pronouncing your name. Marcus?
You know what? Just call me Frank. It's easier to say.
No. Frank, where does that name actually come from?
My middle name is Frank, and as a child, since people actually had trouble saying it, I would prefer to call Frank.
Yeah, I was like, what is this guy's name? And then I was like, maybe I should give him a nickname, but we're not that close.
Yeah.
So, Frank, where were you born?
I was born in Sydney, Australia.
Oh, that's interesting. You never see a lot of people from Sydney. You know, they usually stay in Australia. Maybe it's because there's an ocean over there, but... So, Frank, what inspired you to become a writer?
Well, actually, at first I was to follow my dad's footsteps and become a house painter. After dropping the paint a couple of times, I realized painting is not for me. So, later on, I read some books, and those books inspired me to become a writer.
And what were those books?
One book was called The Old Man and the Sea. Another was What's Eating? Frightening. But the one that truly inspired me was Rumblefish. After reading those books, it inspired me to start writing on my own. Started writing stories on my own. And but after many years being rejected, I finally got mine published.
And how many years were you actually rejected?
I was rejected for 7 years, but when I finally got published, the hard work paid off.
I'm guessing you felt a great feeling, getting published in your first writing.
Yeah, I mean it gives you confidence in yourself, writing.
That's fascinating. So is this the reason you wrote The Book Thief?
Well, actually, the reason why I wrote The Book Thief was when I was a child, my mother told me stories from that time period. One story was about the bombing in Munich and how the people described it, that they saw a fire, the sky lit on fire and whatnot. Another story was about a boy giving a piece to a Jewish person, and because the Nazis don't like the Jews, obviously, when they saw this, they whipped the boy and the Jew. So it was inspiring to write this book because of that, and also that people always see Germany as all of the people in Germany. All Germans were for Hitler. All the Germans believed in the Nazi Party. But no one actually focuses on the ones that actually helped the Jews, the ones that hid them in their basements and the pathways and the secret compartments in the walls.
I mean, prior to writing The Book Thief, did you, read Anne Frank and get more knowledge on them, or was it just based on what your mom told you?
It was actually more based on what my experience, like the stories I was told, inspired me to write the books.
Usually, some writers, say they get inspired by, Anne Frank, or these pictures of Holocaust victims dying and stuff. So, getting off topic, Frank, because, we all want to know who Frank is. Who is this writer and, what he is truly inside. So, Frank, who are you as a person?
Well, I'm married. I have a daughter. You can say, I don't know why, my favorite number is 13. No particular reason, just it's always there. I like to do many things on my free time, surf, play soccer, read, watch TV. My family, I'm the youngest of four children from German and Australian parents, who were immigrants to Australia. Their hardships, my parents' hardships, inspired me, like I told you, to write these books that I wrote.
Well, that's nice. It's nice to know that you're active, at least you're not like a fat writer getting fat. So, Frank, this is really random, but my producers always tell me to ask, random questions to these people I'm interviewing.
Yeah.
So, Frank, if you could meet anyone that ever lived, who would it be?
That is a random question. Well, I've always thought about. I've always actually thought about that question. I would answer that question with I would meet Michelangelo.
And
How about
why?
you?
And why Michelangelo?
Oh, basically Michelangelo. I mean, his paintings, the age of Renaissance, how he was there and inspired so many people to do many different things.
The Ninja Turtles, they were quite a group of men,
Yes.
they're pretty bright.
Yeah.
Oh, now you asked about me. Well, I never spent time thinking about this. I'm just really don't mind people, but if I really had to truly think about it, I would think Joan of Arc.
Oh yeah, Joan of Arc.
She was a strong woman. Child, I would suggest child because she was what, like 16 when she had to take over an army.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways, what animals do you have? That's another random question that my producers, who I'm really gonna get angry at, asked me to ask.
These questions are random, but it's good to know about the author needs. But well, actually, it's funny. I'm a dog person, right? And for some reason, with my wife, cats. The wife chose cats for a while, but after a while, I got my own dog, so it's all good.
Yeah, it's nice. That's nice, man. And your dog big or small, or you prefer just like any dog?
I'm just strictly a dog person. I don't care what type of dog it is. Dog.
Okay.
I'm more loyal to you.
Another getting on topic of whatever we're talking about. What is your birthday?
My birthday is June 23rd, 1975.
75. You're 70. 70 is a good age for this. Anyways, Frank. Last question, and I'll let you go because I'm pretty sure you're tired of hearing me ramble about what you like and what animals you like and what animals you have.
Yeah, it's okay.
So, anyways, for your future writers, because I know every writer has a purpose to why they write and advice they want to give to their writers. What would you say?
I have advice for all writers, actually, future, present, even ones who don't think they're going to become writers yet. Always believe in your writing. Believe that your stuff is going to become out there. Believe. Also, push yourself to do your work. Because without pushing yourself, there's no point in writing. And one more thing as well. Don't let failure get to you. If you believe that just because 1 year being rejected, I got rejected for 7 years. And after all that paid off, I became a successful writer. So don't let failure get to you. Goodbye.
All right. Thank you, Frank. Nice having you here today.
Have a nice night.
You too.